everybody. I haven't been filming for a while because I've been just a little bit too busy for that. Sorry. The owner of this Opel Frontera Sport has asked me to cover the whole vehicle in this truck bedliner. This particular bedliner is transparent. We will need these two cans of Ukrainian made base coats. This one is black. This one is very light khaki. So we don't need a color like this. We need it a little bit darker, and also this transparent bedliner also makes the color much lighter than it should be. For preparation purposes, I will be using such sandpaper circles, 80 grit, which is gonna be okay for such purposes. So I need to mat the whole vehicle, besides maybe the matte black parts. Besides this detachable part, unfortunately I'm not gonna make a review of this vehicle, but this whole part is detachable, and as you can see, this car has a roll bar in it. It's factory made, and when you detach this roof, also it has a huge sunroof in it. It's full of quirks and features, but unfortunately this video is only about respraying this vehicle. Also, it was made in 1995, and as you can see, the original stickers are on this vehicle. Unfortunately, we cannot preserve this vehicle. We have to respray it and send it to the war zone. Also, I'm not gonna respray bumpers because it's already matte and dark, which is good for masking purposes. And when I say masking, I mean masking at the war zone, not talking about the part of preparation purposes for respraying it. I mean masking at the war zone, there's the difference. pretty dusty in here, but as you can see, the job is almost done. The vehicle is about 95% matte. The next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of such glossy spots like these. We don't need them because our bedliner will be peeling off the glossy spots and will stay on the matte spots, so I want all the painted parts to be matte before I start spraying the bedliner. So the next step will be masking all the parts like glasses and mirrors, the wheels, wheels which will not be refinished with the bedliner. So let's just do this. Alright, since I've done masking this vehicle, I need to get rid of all of the glossy spots. There's plenty of them in between the panels, on the edges, above the windshield. You can see them shining underwater. So I got this Mirlon, aka Scotch Brite, and now I'm gonna get rid of this glossy stuff, just like that. Alright, as you can see, I've done matting the whole vehicle, not gonna touch it, blew all the dust off of it, so now it's ready for the base coat. Let's take a closer look at what I've done this vehicle. Everything is matte. And covered in film. So now basically I'm ready to apply base coat to this vehicle, and right after it gets dry I will apply our bedliner to the whole vehicle all over the base coat. As you can see, this color is too bright, we need to darken it out. So I'm gonna take the black base coat, the same manufacturer, it's made in Ukraine, and I will darken it out. Alright, as you can see, this color, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but this color is much darker than this one, khaki. I think I have something like 300 to 400 milliliters of this base coat, and now I will try to spray paint the first coat of it all over this vehicle. finished applying the base coat to the whole vehicle. Everything looks okay-ish. So now we are ready to mix this transparent bedliner with the same color of the base coat, maybe a little bit darker, because this transparent bedliner, it's not fully transparent. This not fully transparent bedliner gives the base coat that you mix in it a little bit lighter tone, so I will have to mix the base coat for toning this bedliner just a little bit darker, so we will get eventually almost the same tone as this base coat on this vehicle. So let's apply it. finally finished refinishing this Opel Frontera SUV. Sorry for that. As for such a tiny compressor, this result actually is quite impressive. I could have done this paint job much faster, not in something like 24 hours, which happened because my garage was switched off of electricity 3 times. First time was right after I have applied base coat, and the second time was a very unpleasant experience because I was planning to use only 3 of such cans, but unfortunately, due to the blackout, this one can is almost full, and I had to buy a 4th one, a relatively expensive one, but this was the Opel Raptor. This was the only option I could find on Sunday, but as you can see, the job is done. This vehicle can get to the front line finally. So if you would like me to paint faster, please consider donating at least, I don't know, a couple of cents, maybe $1, so I can buy myself a bigger compressor to work faster. Also, if you remember this 2-ton jack from one of my previous videos, well, it's still here. I haven't bought myself a new bigger hydraulics jack, so I jack up vehicles with this tiny little brother because I do my job for almost free. I take money for the materials, I take money for the CO2, I take money for the metal wire, for the square tubes, for the nets. Basically, I work for the materials, and if you would like to help my channel to grow, and also if you'd like to help me doing such military projects, you can just donate. I will leave all the links in the description below. Please stay safe, subscribe to this channel, put a thumbs up if you like such projects, and let's bring on working on such vehicles until Ukraine conquers back peaceful times. Cheers. I also keep on buying myself some new equipment, but I also would like to notice that some of this equipment comes from the serviceman, which is very touching, but I think it's not fair because nobody has yet given any donations to this channel. And for example, this tool was presented to me by a warrior, which is definitely unfair because this warrior also has to buy himself proper uniform, sometimes other equipment, and also besides spending his salary on his family, he has found a couple of dollars to bring this equipment to my shop so I can help our military more effectively, which is a very touching moment. But it's, to my opinion, it's very unfair. in this lofty, very expensive, luxurious, fancy, neat looking space again with this unfinished roof rack and this vehicle. This Raptor is completely dry. This vehicle hasn't been taken away from me this morning, so I can film you something very pleasant, like unboxing it, unpacking it. So let me give you some very sensitive looks. Maybe someone will enjoy it even too much, but please do not express yourself too much in the comments. Just silently rub yourself and don't tell anyone you did this. unpacking this vehicle, and the next step is I'm gonna show you what it looks like outside of the garage in the sun. Lighter tone fumes allow it.